Been carrying the weight for so long, now it's time to let it go. No more yes when I mean no, I'm done with that role. I'm stepping into my softness, into my peace. Ain't no guilt, ain't no shame, just choosing me. No more running on empty, I'm filling my cup. No more proving my worth, cause baby I'm enough. I'm choosing me, I'm choosing ease. I'm walking in my light, doing just what feels right. I'm choosing joy, I'm choosing rest. No more stress, just soft caress. They said be strong, but I choose to be free. I choose peace, I choose joy, I choose me. No more fixing, no more saving, I release. I'm stepping into softness, my era of ease. This we don't have to fight to survive. We can live, we can thrive. We were made for joy, for love, for life. And I'm stepping in it fully tonight.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's your girl B, and I'm here to talk to you guys. Oh, Lord, let me tell you guys. I'm trying to get into this whole video bag because I have so much I want to talk about, and this is the best way I can do it right now because I'm a little introvert and uh, I'm comfortable right now. I'm sitting up, I ain't gonna even front with y'all. I'm sitting in my bed. This is the first time I've been home in 3 months. And so I am just like in my bed, watching a beautiful view outside with the sun is shining and everything. And I felt like felt inspired and motivated to talk to you guys. This is Wednesday. We're going to talk about this is our Soulful Wednesday. I have to come up with another name for Wednesdays. I think I'm gonna try to do a video every Wednesday touching on the subject from my Soul Phases GPT. And what I'm talking about today was such an impactful deep dive for myself. I knew for sure that this would resonate with someone else. Okay, so what we're talking about today, the title of this video you will see is called "I'm Choosing Me: A Journey to Softness." And this is for my Black women especially. And on top of that, this is for my firstborns. So it's hitting on all these different things, right? I am myself a firstborn. I'm 47 years old. My parents were teenage parents. I am the only child that they share together. So essentially, I'm an only child in that aspect. I have two siblings with each parent, and there's a significant age gap in between. So that I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. You put all that together and you'll see how all of that resonates. Okay, let me make sure I plug my laptop up because once I get in the groove, I don't want this to go dead on me. Okay. All right. So, oh no, I must have hit something. Let me stop that because that's not what we're talking about. It is kind of, this is kind of what we're talking about. But last time I did this particular prompt, it almost made me cry. So we're gonna start a new chat because this one right here, it can get deep and it can get you. It can get you, and we will dive into it a little bit with what we're talking about today. But let's just get into it. Okay, so how many of us have spent years? Let me say that again. How many of us have spent years being the responsible one, the strong one, the one who holds everything together? I'm pausing because I want you to think about that. But when was the last time we chose ourselves? This hit home with me because I um I took advantage of some free therapy back in 2020 in the thick of COVID. The hospital system that I worked for at the time, they offered everyone 6 free sessions with a therapist. I had never done therapy before. I always knew that I needed therapy, to work through some childhood trauma, because baby, don't we all have it? But so I needed therapy to work through some things, but I always put it off. But this was like my sign to say, it's here for you. Here's your time to take it. And I'm so happy that I did, because it literally helped me work through some things. Let me give you a backstory. And y'all forgive me because this is going to happen a lot. So I say 2018. It had to be like 2018. I feel like 2018, I was on an assignment and I was driving back home on my days off. I was driving back up. I feel like I was driving back from Florida. It was Florida or South Georgia, somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I was driving up the highway and I was listening to like a comedy special um on YouTube or something. And I just burst out crying. And I couldn't stop crying. And I'm just crying and crying and crying. And for some reason, at that moment, all these feelings came forth of not being taken care of as a child, not being nurtured as a child. Um, and I just started crying for that little girl inside of me who didn't feel like she was taken care of. Now, don't get me wrong, my parents weren't abusive or anything. They just didn't know what to do with me. They really just didn't know what to do with me. Like I said, they were babies when they had me. They didn't have any starter point from it. They hadn't taken care of kids before me or anything like that. They didn't know. And for all intents and purposes, I made it very easy for my parents. I wasn't a difficult child. I was very independent. But in that, I got lost. I got lost. They kind of just, and I was always a good child. I didn't get in trouble in school. I didn't get in trouble at home really. So I was easy. But in me being easy, they forgot about me. Like award ceremonies, things like that. They didn't go to. They were working, or they just didn't make it wasn't a big deal to them. But it was a big deal to me. And it got to the point where I just felt like, even today, it's very hard for me to ask people to show up for me, because in asking them to show up for me, that opens me up to being disappointed when they don't, whether it's on purpose or circumstances. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The feeling is still the feeling of being abandoned or forgotten about. And that's kind of what hit me at that point, okay? I'm not going to go in too deep because then I bust out crying. So, with me saying that, if you've ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world, always putting others first, struggling to set boundaries, then what I'm talking about in this video will speak to you. Again, I said, I am the oldest out of all my siblings, and I had to help take care of my two siblings with my mother just because she was a single parent. I was in the house, and that's just how it goes. So it was very hard for me to be selfish, or for me to put me first, because when I did that, there was the guilt of being selfish if I did that. And I know many of you probably feel the same way. And so you're gonna see me typing, and that's just because I'm trying to multitask and to keep myself from getting emotional. And so I'll be in my GPT looking, typing up some things at the same time. And one of the things I'm looking at is I wanted to um, create an ebook for herbal remedies for perimenopause. Let's see if this is going to tell me. I hope I'm spelling this right. And I totally forgot to put that what I wanted to create. I had to take that break just to forgive me, y'all. I had to take that break just so I can get my emotions together so I could talk to you guys. Okay. So let's see, where was I at? So today we're talking about something that's so important, and which is choosing joy over obligation and stepping into your soft life era, because we are done with the struggle mode. The struggle mode is not cute. It's not sexy. It's played out. Okay. So the biggest thing is why Black women deserve softness and ease. For so long, we've been told we have to be strong to survive. But what if we weren't meant to just survive? What if we were meant to thrive? Has anybody ever thought about that? Like maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Struggle is done. We ain't doing struggle love, struggle life, none of that. We don't have to take the hard route anymore. We are meant to thrive. We are in the era of thrive, of thriving, thrivation, so to speak, okay? Softness is not a weakness. Choosing ease doesn't mean we don't work hard. It means we stop overworking, overgiving, and over sacrificing. I'm gonna say that again because I feel like we need to hear this again. And if you see anything in what I'm right, what came up here that can help you, feel free to use it. Softness is not weakness. Choosing ease doesn't mean we don't work hard. It means we stop overworking, overgiving, and over sacrificing. We deserve rest, joy, peace, just as much as anyone else. And what I had to unlearn about obligation and boundaries, which I talked about earlier, I used to say yes to things that drained me because I felt like I had to. I thought saying no made me selfish, but really, saying no is an act of self love. I got another example for you guys. And to me, this was kind of a big one. 2020, 2005, let me put it that way. 2005, uh, I had a cousin who needed to move away. And my family decided they didn't want her to move away by herself. So they convinced me out the blue. I had no plans on moving to anywhere, to pick up my life and move to North Carolina with her so she wouldn't be by herself. And it was hard. It was a great decision for me, but not for the reasons that I left. But again, that was something that I should have said no to at the time, because it wasn't the right circumstances while we moved. But again, I made it work because that's what I do. That's in my ability. That's my makeup to make it work. So that's what I did. And but again, I did it out of obligation, not out of a desire to move away, to move to North Carolina. Now I love North Carolina. It's probably one of my favorite places that I've lived in the past 20 years. But that wasn't my original journey. That's that's my point in that. And let me tell you, grown folks will figure it out. If you say no, grown folks will figure it out. Okay? Your grown children, your grown parents, your grown friends, your grown co-workers, your grown spouse, they will figure it out. If it's something that you can't physically, mentally, emotionally do, or not even that you can't, that you just don't want to. No is a complete sentence, and they will figure it out. Because you don't have to save everybody. Everybody, you can't save everybody. You're not meant to save everybody. Take that cape off, sis. That's my point. Take that, take it off. The moment I decided to choose me, there was a moment when I realized I was exhausted, drained, and feeling unappreciated. And I had to ask myself, why am I carrying things that aren't mine? Do you guys know that when you do that, that makes you sick, that ages you, that can give you heart problems, digestive problems, blood pressure problems? Carrying other people's problems or responsibilities is not good for your health. And if you're pouring it from an empty cup, it just don't work. I literally was just having a conversation with one of my good sisters in my accountability group, because she was literally, her blood pressure was like stroke levels for so long because she was worried about worried can I talk about helping other people. And I had to tell her, like, you need to stop this because you got kids, and if you're not here, then what? So, and she's been trying, and she's been making steps to step away, and it's I'm proud of her because that's something I had to do. Therapy helped me with that. My therapist helped me to tell my sister circle that, hey, I got to step back from being everything to everybody because it's hurting me. And they completely, they understood, and they respected that, and it's been going good for the past, what, almost 5 years now. So it can be done, and if they love you, they'll understand and they'll respect your boundaries. And just like I said, me saying that, it literally changed everything because I started making all these small shifts. I started saying no. I started resting without feeling any guilt and choosing joy over obligation. If I want to take a trip, I take a trip. I'm not worried about what if somebody needs the money. That's my money. I worked hard for that money. I'm going to enjoy it. If that means I want to go on a nice trip, I'm going to go on a nice trip. And I'm still struggling with when I plan group trips with my girls. I take everybody else into consideration. Even like for my birthday trip, that was kind of my more selfish move because I picked the resort and everything. Like, this is where we're going. If you want to go, this is how much it costs, and da 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 da. And it worked out fine. Everybody enjoyed themselves. They loved the resort. So hey, there you go. But I struggled. I struggled with that, with making that decision. Okay, so I know you're saying, well, B, how do I start my own soft life journey? I got you. If you're ready to step into your soft life journey, start with these simple steps. We got 4 steps, y'all, and we're almost done. Now, step 1, identify what's draining you. What are you saying yes to that you actually want to say no to? Step 2, set one small boundary this week. It could be saying no to a favor, declining a call, or protecting your time. And I want y'all to comment when y'all do it. Put a comment below. You can come back to this video and say, B, this is what I said no to. And I'm going to say, how did it make you feel? Because I want to know. I want to know. Step 3, do something just for you, not for work, not for family, not for joy. I mean, I'm sorry, just for your joy. I'm sorry. So let me say that again. Do something just for you, not for work, not for family, just for your joy, for your enjoyment, for your pleasure, for your peace, just for you. And the final step, step 4, release the guilt. Girl, let it go. Okay? You deserve peace. You deserve rest. You deserve joy. Say it with me now. Release the guilt. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. You deserve joy. All right, so we have come to the end just about. Let's finish this up. Let's finish strong, y'all. This is when I want you guys to get out your journals and start writing. Because I know this hit home for some of y'all. And so let's talk about it. Drop a comment below and tell me what's one thing you're letting go of this week. And I'm for real, y'all. Let me know this. What's one thing you're letting go of this week? What's one boundary you're setting? And if this message spoke to you, like I know it did, it done got to it, you heard it, and you was like, "Are you talking to me? It's me. It's me." I'm sorry, I'm being silly. Um, Make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe because, like I said, we're gonna try to do this weekly. I think we're gonna do it Wednesday. I'm gonna have to find a better name for it to go with Wednesday, but we're gonna try to do this every Wednesday. Have a tribal meeting. That's what this is gonna be. A tribal meeting. Because I'm trying to build a tribe here. We're trying to build a community. I'm trying to create a safe space for my girlies, for us to talk, to decompress, to gain some tools, to trade, to share tools, to navigate through this, to let go of like the childhood traumas that's holding us because we're carrying all the baggage. We're carrying baggage from our ancestors, carrying baggage from our parents, our grandparents. We need to lighten that load and just live in our feminine energy. I know a lot of people don't give us a chance or create that or give us space to do that. That's why I'm trying to help us create our own space to live our soft life because it's time. Especially, honey, if you're in your 30s and your 40s and 50s, baby, we done put in the work. It's time to take the cape off, okay? And to just relax, relate, release. If you know where that's from, put that down below. What sitcom is that from? Relax, relate, release. Okay? That's what we're doing, baby. All right. So we're going to finish this up with a beautiful affirmation. So let's go. Softness is my birthright. Rest is my right. I release survival mode and welcome ease. I am done proving my worth. I just am. I'm going to say that one more time, okay, y'all? We're going to let that marinate. Softness is my birthright. Rest is my right. I release survival mode and welcome ease. I am done proving my worth. I just am. And this I want you to say with me by commenting below. I am choosing me. All right, beautiful souls, my sisters. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I pray and I hope that this has touched somebody, spoke to somebody, and sparked something in somebody. Get to writing in your journals. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below how this has helped you, what touched you, what resonated with you. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Until next time, peace.